So in the last episode we said we'd be back for the last two matches of the season and hopefully we would be still in the hunt for the title. Fortunately we're not. Welcome back if you have watched the series before, and welcome if you are new to it. We're at Hertha Berlin, our fourth club, and we have had an utter collapse towards the end of the season. In the last episode, of course, we did lose the 2-1 against Bayer Leverkusen, and that's completely knocked our form. We've then had two draws against Fortuna Düsseldorf and Arminia Bielefeld, 3-3 in both of those, and then a 3-1 loss to Wolfsburg. So in our last four matches, we've got 2 points. That does now mean the league looks like this. Bayern Munich have a game in hand and are 4 points above us. There's only 2 matches left. Theoretically, Bayern Munich would probably need to lose both of their matches and we'd need to win both of ours. They've also overturned our goal difference, so I don't think this is the year we win the Bundesliga, which is very unfortunate when you look how long along here we were actually in first. This is the epitome of bottle job. But we haven't yet qualified for the Champions League either, and that was the board's aim for this season. So I think a second place finish is still very, very much within the club vision, just not the Bundesliga title we were hoping for. We still have 2 matches left. We are going to play them. The first is against Freiburg, and this is the team for that one. We've got Mendy in goal. We've got Valdez, Delport, Mancini and Funk as our back four. Freeman, Neuhaus and Johanai in midfield. Cavrat on the left with Techahout on the right and Luca up front. Luca still banging in the goals, but not as much as he was. Mendy all of a sudden conceding goals left, right and centre, which is really not helping out the side. We really need him to be rock solid towards the end of the season, and instead of that, he's decided to go on the worst run of form he's had, and we're getting a highlight right from kickoff, which I'm not a massive fan of either. That's a little bit concerning. Hey, let's try and make something of it. Let's try and qualify for the Champions League. The fact we've got 2 matches left and we've been top for a good chunk of the season, it's a little bit surprising we haven't qualified for the Champions League. RB Leipzig are several points below us but could still qualify. However, we have just gone 1-0 up inside the first minute through a header from Lorenzo Luca. I think that's goal 25 of the season now. He's been fantastic. He will be absolutely essential when we are in Europe next season. We will be in Europe regardless. We have at least qualified for the Europa League. Obviously, what we want is to be qualifying here for the Champions League. This season, we haven't had any form of European football. Hertha Berlin were very much in a mess when we got here. We've definitely improved them very rapidly. Just not enough. As we can see, just keep an eye on the league table over there. Bayern Munich are currently drawing against Hoffenheim, and that still puts them 2 points ahead of us with a match in hand. So they've basically clinched the title unless they have a collapse that is equal to ours, and I don't think Bayern Munich are going to do that. They are, of course, very highly rated in FM22 and in real life, of course, but in FM22 they are very highly weighted as well with the FM gods, so it's very difficult to dethrone them. I think this season was probably our best chance of it. We're going to have a look and rebuild for next season and work out what sort of players we need to be bringing in to at least be competitive in the Champions League and then competitive in the Bundesliga as well. Right now, we are going to Philip, the little man in the referee's ear, to see if we're going to get a penalty, which has been awarded. And I'm assuming it is Lorenzo Luca taking this one as well. Just trying to add to his goal tally for the season. Just very quietly nestled that one in the back of the net. It's the 28th goal of the season for Lorenzo Luca. It's quite a good return for a striker that realistically didn't cost Hertha Berlin a lot of money, at least in footballing terms. And again, was not my first choice striker last season. I don't think he would have been my first choice striker this season if it hadn't been for Maxi Gomez getting in a strop that we didn't sell him in the summer for absolute peanuts of money, and then getting in an even bigger strop when we got knocked out of the DFB Pokal, which was probably reasonable because we'd promised him we'd be at least challenging for a domestic trophy. I generally thought that'd be something we could do, but again, we have our bogey team, and yeah, they knocked us out. Hoffenheim are 2-0 up against Bayern Munich though. This end of season could be fractionally more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Of course, they've still got the game in hand, so I'm really not expecting to catch them here because, yeah, they need to be losing probably both matches. Luka there just trying to strike another one home. At least if we do that, we'll be adding to our goal difference should it come down to a head-to-head. Should it come down to goal difference, we obviously want as many goals as humanly possible in the next 2 matches. Maybe Hoffenheim here can do us a little bit of a favour. Maybe they can knock Bayern Munich's confidence a little bit, and then in that next match they can go and lose. That would be lovely. What an end to the season that would be. Bayern Munich losing 2 on the trot, us winning 2 on the trot, and clinching the Bundesliga. 3-1 to Hoffenheim now. Bayern Munich has scored 1 and Hoffenheim have put another one past them. Mendy has conceded again. Again, we are going to go to Philip and have a look and see if that one was offside. But Mendy all of a sudden conceding goals left, right and centre. He's been very good this season. I think he's possibly on the decline. Because I'm having a look, and I had a look at his sort of ratings for the season, and he had 17 clean sheets from 24 appearances, I think it was. He's still on 17 clean sheets, and it's 4 matches later, and all of a sudden his goals conceded is going up and up and up towards the rest of the end of the season. He'll still look really good on paper because of how good he was towards the start of the season, but this end of season has kind of shown me that we need to either have a look at Johnny White for next season and take a punt on him and hope that he's the goalkeeper we think he can be. I think that's a Luka's hat-trick, isn't it? That is a Luka's hat-trick. Beautiful stuff. Well done, Lorenzo Luka there. We have a look, I think, yeah, at Johnny White for next season, or possibly bring in another goalkeeper. But if we bring in another goalkeeper, it's going to take up a lot of whatever transfer budget we are given. I think we'll be given a reasonably sizable transfer budget, but equally a goalkeeper is going to cost us a bag of money just because all the top goalkeepers are so expensive. I think that's an FM22 generality, but it's even more potent the further you go on in the future, just because of the fact that all the good goalkeepers have got even better and we're trying to compete at a high level. So yeah, you're looking at possibly 50 to 60 million pound on a top tier goalkeeper that isn't absolutely ancient. You want someone really at least sort of 28 tops, just so you've got someone. If you're going to spend that sort of money, you've got to have them for a few seasons really to make it worthwhile. So we really need to have a good look in the summer and work out what we're going to do. That will be in the next episode. We'll have a look at the season review, how we've done and what we're planning to do for the season ahead, as we hopefully after this match it should be more or less clinch, compete in the Champions League and hopefully build another challenge for the Bundesliga. We have challenged this season, just choked right at the finish. It is the epitome of bottle jobs. I've never felt more Spursy in my life. Johan I hitting his 9th goal in of the season, which is quite impressive considering he only actually joined in January and was meant to be our sort of squad depth rotation option, much like Lorenzo Luka. Wasn't our first choice. Inuai's kind of just forced himself in there. He came in at a good time when players were tired and we did need him, and has then gone on to make himself a pretty nailed on starter. 4-1 up though, just having a look here, trying to see the Hoffenheim Bayern Munich score. It is still 3-1. 4-1, it just flicked to 4-1 as I was having a look at it. So Bayern Munich are going to be losing today. They have still got that game in hand though. So I don't think we clinch the Bundesliga this season. If we do, it's going to be an absolute Bayern Munich collapse. Like I said, comparable to what we've done over the last 4 matches. Because if we'd grabbed even 3 more points out of those matches, it's a very different story going into the last 2 weeks of the season. Instead of that, we're here kind of holding our head in our hands and praying, hoping that somebody goes and beats Bayern Munich and does us a favour. We're going to VAR again. I feel like every goal in the Bundesliga, we seem to go over to Philip. The fact I've named a character in a referee's ear probably tells you how much we go over to VAR. That goal is disallowed. Okay, that is the first one I have seen in a while that's actually been disallowed. He is offside. Fair enough. It's the first one I've seen in a while that's been disallowed for us. We do tend to get those ones. And as we can see, we've won. Bayern Munich, I believe, have lost unless they just had the comeback of the season. It still means they are ahead of us though. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. We've got one more match to play, so we can potentially go up to 75. We need them to lose their match in hand to at least even make it a conversation. We have now qualified for the Champions League, so we will get Champions League football next season, which is job done on the club vision front. I'm not sure what the club are saying though in terms of how happy they are. Qualified for the UEFA Champions League. They are pleased that we're challenging for the Bundesliga, so they're pleased. It was very pleased. We also got a new contract in between episodes, which was quite nice. So we're here for definitely a little bit longer, and they want us to become recognised as the best of the rest. We're going to do that this season by finishing second. Mancini going to be missing the last match of the season as well, which is probably where we should head over to now. It isn't for 13 days. That could either work in our favour because everyone's going to be fit, or it could mean we come back rusty as all heck. Well, it's the final day of the season. Bayern Munich have played their games, and it is right down to the wire. Having a look over here, we can see we're still in second place, but Bayern Munich are only 2 points ahead of us, meaning a win could see us go top. A draw, theoretically, could see us go top because we are one ahead on goal difference, and equally we could finish third because Mönchengladbach are breathing down our neck as well. We have obviously qualified for the Champions League, which is nice. It just makes it all the more annoying we went on that really bad run. As we can see, Bayern Munich's last two matches, they lost to Hoffenheim, which we saw, but they then drew 1-1 with RB Leipzig, who have done us a little bit of a favour there. And that could mean on the last day of the season now, we have a chance to still win the Bundesliga. Oh look, Patson Daka has just won Footballer of the Year. Least surprising thing ever, given how many goals he scored just against our club. 35 appearances and 38 goals though is a little bit insane, because I think the guy is also 30 years old. Still clearly playing at a very high level. Also getting a notification that Freeman's now a leading Bundesliga player, which is quite nice for us. We have obviously got this last match now against Ayor, who, I don't know how you say it, but we are going to have our match against them now. This is the lineup we will be using for that. We've got Mendy in goal. Our back four is Valdez, Delport, Silva and Funk. As we can see, Michaelenko is injured and Mancini is also injured, I believe. We then got Freeman, Traore and Yoanai in midfield, Kavarat and Tetrahoa on the wings, and Luca up front. It's taken way too long, but we are starting to see these lovely, nice link-up lines now within our team. I am a little bit surprised with very regular match tactics within our training and the community days and all that sort of stuff. I'm surprised it's taken that long, but I guess obviously we started the season there with Schubert in midfield. He then got injured. Yo and I only came in January, so it does make sense that maybe it's taken a little bit longer than we would have hoped for those links to come into place. Having a look, of course, Bayern Munich playing Frankfurt today. We are playing, I believe, bottom of the league or very close to the bottom of the league. Or that's probably exactly how you pronounce their name. That isn't what I was trying to do, but we're sick with it. Mendy rolling out to Delport though. We need to get a goal early, I think, and go ahead in this tie, take full control of it, and hope that Bayern Munich slip up somewhere along the way so we can clinch the Bundesliga. Yoanoi, Tetrahoa, Funk now into the box, crossed in. I feel like that crossed the line, referee. Have a word with Philip. Philip needs to have a look at that one. It's cleared long off of that goal kick. We have picked it straight back up though. Tetrahoa now into the box to the byline, crossed into Yoanai, and he is going to score his 7th goal of the season, which is bizarre because I'm pretty sure we looked and he'd already scored his 9th. I genuinely can't remember if it was the start of this episode or yesterday's episode, but we had a look and I was like, oh, 9th goal of the season, so he's somehow lost 2 goals, but we'll allow it. Either way, he's put us ahead in this tie. 11 minutes gone, we are 1-0 up, exactly where we want to be. Highlight straight from kickoff though, not exactly what we want, because I never like them. They never seem to go very well. One of us is either rattling in a goal here or conceding one, depending which side of that you're on. Traore, big ball forward to Cavarat here. Cross into the box to Tetra. He's hit the post. And they've just about dealt with it, clearing it to safety now. As it stands, we are top of the league. But obviously, Bayern Munich could change that. They are 1-0 up. They're now going to be back top of the league in a second. Now they are winning, of course. Valdez back to Mendy. Valdez again, we're going to clear that one out and start an attack of our own now. Cavarat to Valdez. We're slowly getting there. We are fully, I feel, in control of this game. It is just all hinging on what Bayern Munich do in their game. And as I said, I'd expect them to win this. Coming down to the last day of the season, it's our own fault. We can blame no one but ourselves for going on that run where we just lost match after match after match. And that has pretty much cost us the title. Bayern Munich not in fantastic form towards the end of the season either. So we definitely had an opportunity there to capitalise. And obviously at one point I think we were 7 points clear. Is the most we've been ahead in the Bundesliga this season. Cross into Luca there. Luca, 30th goal of the season. I believe that is going to put him joint with our record goal scorer in a season for Hertha Berlin as well. As we can see, we've just dropped down to 2nd position. We've scored and dropped. Bayern Munich ahead. We need Frankfurt here to do us a favour. I feel like if they draw with Bayern Munich, that will put us top. We will have the superior goal difference. We'll be level on points. I don't think it comes down to head-to-heads or anything, but if it does, we've actually got 1 apiece. So I think at that point, it's either going to come down to goals scored against each other, in which case I think we're also equal. So at some point, it's got to come down to goal difference and who has been better in that regard, and that is us. If they draw, then it will definitely be us. Another cross here, potentially. Funk. Cross to the edge of the box. Traore. Valdez now. Valdez scoring his 2nd goal of the season. That is 3-0 up for us on the night. Annoyingly, all of this means nothing unless Bayern Munich do slip up here. We've put ourselves in the best position possible at the end of the season, definitely. And it's a nice amount of football. We're guaranteeing at least 2nd place here with this win. Just need to see what Bayern Munich are doing. They are still 1-0 up against Frankfurt at the moment, which does literally nothing for us. Mönchengladbach are 5 points behind us at the moment, which makes me think they're either drawing or losing. Maths is hard. Either way, we're not top of the Bundesliga, which is kind of the whole point of this. If we're not put top of the Bundesliga, this result doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Mendy more than equal to that shot. It was pretty tame as it turned out. That is their first shot, I believe, as well, because we have been utterly dominant in this tie. Delport cutting out that long ball forward, and Tetra Hoa now going to help launch a counter-attack of our own. Funk once again sprinting down that right hand side, bags of space. Yo and I crossed into the box. Luca hoping to get on the end of it, but it is cleared out to the edge of the area. Cavarat now to the byline, back to Valdez. Urunoy, it's kind of been fumbled. It's been dealt with by their goalkeeper, but not fantastically. We will have a corner at the end of this first half. Traore into the near post, but that one is cleared as well. I'm beginning to think we might need to leave some more people back as well, because when we do get, a corner cleared, we do then tend to either concede or at least concede a shot, which is not ideal. Really, in the grand scheme of things, we'd quite like to be doing something with our corners and not conceding off of them. Never mind. Tetra Hoa to Urunoy now. Tetra Hoa again, a very strange cross over to the opposite side of the pitch for Valdez to pick up, back to Traore, and yeah, it's all too easy for us here. But again, I say that, Tetra Hoa blazes one over the bar. All too easy for us here, but the result doesn't really matter, which is quite annoying. We're on key highlights. We seem to be getting a lot of highlights, I guess, just because we're playing really, really well. We have got lots of highlights of us having just pot shots at goals and scoring. It's a nice way to end the season, I guess. A trophy would be better, but that isn't better. Conceding a goal isn't better. We are going to get another appearance yet again of Philip, though, to see if that play out was offside or not. I think he was probably very onside there. He was. Philip is going to award that one against us this time. Matanovic scoring his 10th goal of the season here for them. Just nicely nodded that home. I'm a little bit concerned there was a goalkeeper and 2 defenders there, and he rose above all of them while they all kind of looked at each other and wondered what was going on. But we'll ignore that because we are 3-1 up. I say that unless they come back into this tie, in which case we will absolutely not ignore that. We will go and berate the team and go, what the heck are you playing at? I've just seen as well, I think Bayern Munich are now 2-0 up, which you would think is pretty much a job done for them. Delport to Freeman here. You'd think it's going to be pretty much job done. Bundesliga sealed in a nice lovely bow for them on the last day of the season. We're only 2 points behind now. Lucas scored another. That's quite nice because I think that now means he is officially not even joint. He will be the top ever goal scorer in the season for Hertha Berlin. Again, not my first choice striker at the start of the season. Utter madness. Great cross from Funk again, who is showing up as a leading world class right back, which was a very, very nice pickup in the summer for us. 2 points behind Bayern Munich in our second season, though. That feels okay. It would just feel a lot better if we hadn't been really, really bad bottle jobs. But not a lot we can do about that now. We just kind of have to deal with that one and just go again next season. Can we do more? We finished 2 points behind Bayern Munich. Next season, can we dethrone them? Very possible. Luca here, latching onto that long ball forward, striving to get into the box himself. Now Kavarat back to the far post for Tetrahoa to nod home, but he can't rise quite enough and is not going to do anything with that one. And I think now we probably just make 3 substitutions. Given how dominant we've been in this tie, I'm not too worried about fitness. We'll just bring on Johnny White for some time. We'll bring on Renan for Luca, even though he is technically on a hat-trick now if he scores his next one. But we ignore that. And Akahomat can come on for Tetrahoa. And we'll just see out the last 20 minutes of this match together and talk about what we're doing next season. I think the obviously next episode will be season review, having a look at whatever transfers we do, having a look at where we need to actually make those transfers and what we think we need to do in regards to building the team both for a Bundesliga title challenge and equally for a decent showing in the Champions League. By no expectation, Renan. By no stretch of the imagination do I think we are going to win the Champions League next season. But at least getting to the knockout stages would be quite nice. I don't know what the board are going to be asking. I'd imagine it's going to be something similar. Can you get to the knockout stages, get yourselves out of the group, earn us a bit of money, and then that's fine. Bayern Munich can have 4-0 up against Frankfurt. Absolutely crazy. Crazy stuff. White has managed to save that one, which is quite nice for him. Good effort. We're still 4-1 up. It's a corner again, though. Can we deal with this one better? We have managed to clear that one. All good. They seem to be like on the attack here. You've got 10 minutes to go, guys. You probably need to do this a little bit earlier than this if you wanted something out of this match. Either way, it's fine by us. We're 3 goals ahead. I feel like we'll be all right. We're only 2 goals ahead now. Never mind. Going back to Philip again, the man in the referee's ear, to see what's what. Let's have a look. He's gone to VAR. We're getting the goal checked. And it is a second goal awarded after a VAR check for that team, whose name I can't pronounce. All in all, I feel like it's been a good season. I just feel like it could have been better. Bayern Munich have come in towards the end of the season when they've seen us not doing very well and just solidified that one. Second place finish for us then. 2 points behind the eventual winners, Bayern Munich. I guess we take that this year. And there is the final table of the season. 2 points behind Bayern Munich. 67 goal difference. We have been a force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, just too many losses for us this season. 7 all in all. Not a huge amount. Too much for this league when you're trying to dethrone Bayern Munich. What we haven't yet had is the transfer budgets for next season, so that will be in the next episode alongside the season review and our plans for next season. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like down below the video. It does really help out push this out to other people. All engagement would be very much welcome. And if you haven't already, maybe you're new, maybe you just haven't got round to pressing it yet, press the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 500 subscribers. We're about 120 away now at time of recording, and if we could get there before the end of May, it'd be really appreciated. Until next time though guys, check out the video that's on the screen now, and I will see you for the season review in the next episode. Bye bye.